Right, so, hi. I still can't get used to the mirrored thing on my camera. It really messes with my head. I blame the dyspraxia. Anyway, I think we're on either day 12 or 13. I've kind of lost track, which is terrible. I need to go and double check it, but we're at approximately 2 weeks, and I'm kind of having to do videos whenever I can because I'm kind of using any point where nobody else is in the house. Anyway, I want to do an update because my voice is going, and that's interesting because I wasn't expecting any sort of voice change for several more weeks. Nearly 2 weeks in, and it's starting to become very hoarse and weak, and I've lost a lot of the upper pitch, which is interesting. So I kind of just sound like I've got a cold. I feel like I've got a cold. It's sort of scratchy kind of down here. It just feels a bit, scratchy. And I just think it's really funny because I wasn't expecting that so soon. So I'm amused. And it's going to be interesting to see how that progresses. I mean, I'm hoping that I get to retain at least some of my vocal range because I like to sing, and I don't really want to lose the ability to sing or read aloud, which I also do a lot. So hopefully I'm not going to completely lose my voice. It's just going to become a bit lower and more gravelly. But I think it's really funny that it's really, I can hear it, it's really kind of croaky. I think I'm also getting a little pudgy in the face again, which worries me a little bit. I'm hoping that it's not the testosterone turning into estrogen, because estrogen's horrible and I hate it. But I have noticed that the fluid retention seems to be starting to go down. Now I don't know why, but I seem to be, churning through stuff. My kidneys seem to be functioning pretty well, and that's nice because I would rather like to get rid of all of this. The sound isn't actually as bad. See the swelling here? See this? This is fluid retention. I have it all over. It's in my face, here. It's in my ankles. I haven't actually seen my ankle bone for about 7 years now. It's in my hands, it's in my upper arms as well. It pulls near where any joints are, and it can't get past the joint, so it just sort of like sits, and it's gross, and it makes you look really round and bloated and kind of like a balloon animal, they kind of tie that little knot and you get that bulge, and it's horrible. And that's caused me quite a lot of body issues for quite a long time. So I like to believe that it will start to resolve because I hate it. And I mean, I've had so many doctors look at it, and had diuretics, and I've had various hormones, and there's our cat. Hey, hi cat. So many different drugs, and none of them have done anything. And they don't really know why I retain fluid. I just do. It seems to be a lingering side effect of having my youngest. When I got preeclampsia, and that was terrible, and from that point on I've just never quite recovered. So yeah, I'm hoping that the swelling will go down. I'm hoping I won't completely lose my voice. And I'm getting quite, you can't actually see them in this light, but I've got quite a lot of pimples happening around this part of my face, which is, where all the hair follicles would be, and that's quite funny. I actually shaved this morning because they were getting a bit gross, because I have chin hair anyway. Pre-testosterone I have chin hair. And I was just kind of like being lazy and growing it out, but it's so patchy, and it just ends up looking scruffy and stupid. So I shaved that off this morning, so it's all nice and smooth now. Hey. Um, and I haven't bothered with this because this is just fuzz, so fuck it. And I got my hair cut yesterday as well. See, it's nice and short at the sides now. Hey. She spent forever dealing with it because apparently I have way too much hair. I hope I keep all of it. That would be nice. I mean, I'm likely to start, what's this side, losing back to about here. You can see it's going to probably thin through that part line there, you know, which is quite normal, but I'm really hoping that it doesn't really thin because my mother's side are all bald and I feel like I'm doomed on that respect, on that front, so I'm like, no, I don't want to lose my hair. So that's the one side effect of testosterone I'm not happy about, is losing my hair. That I think would be quite devastating, but I think most guys don't want to lose their hair, you know. It's like, no, I love my hair, you know. That's the one thing my vanity won't agree to. But yeah, so at the moment we're just sort of plodding along. I'm tired again, which is annoying because I was all full of energy for the first week on tea, and now I'm really tired again. But the problem is I don't know how much of the tiredness is just because I've gotten used to having this in my system, and how much is because I suffer from post-septic syndrome and I'm still recovering from, you know, nearly dying last year. So I don't know, but I kind of overdid it at least twice last week, and I'm still achy, I'm still tired, I'm still sleeping endlessly, and it troubles me because I'm not sure how much of it is the fact that my poor body still hasn't recovered from the whole, you know, sepsis thing, and how much is hormonal or whatever. But it's frustrating. It's really annoying not being able to do stuff and not having stamina. Makes me feel kind of weak and pathetic. And so, yeah, I'm still really... my back aches and my legs ache. You constantly feel like you're just coming down with something and you're not. It sucks. But, so I'm just kind of rambling now because I can, and I don't really get a chance to just ramble on. The house is... it's been worse. I really do need to sort this out at the back here, which is just boxes upon boxes upon boxes. There's all kids' toys, mostly. I think there's some paperwork and things like that as well, but it's almost entirely the children's old toys. And I need to sort through it and figure out what they still play with and what's going to go to charity. Because unfortunately they have so many bloody toys, and then you go through the boxes and you find stuff and they're like, oh, I forgot I had this, and then they want to play with it, and you're just like, I wanted to get rid of all of that stuff. So I need to sort through that. I mean, the other side just around this corner is even worse than that. That's husband's mess, and I just ignore it because it's not my problem. This side of the room is my side of the room, and that side of the room is his side of the room, and so the avalanche of crap on that side is his problem, and the crap on this side is my problem. And so of the mess that is here, really kind of only that box is mine. So yay. And of course those, most of them, I think. I can't remember. I lose track of whose dolls are whose. That's bad, isn't it? Certain of the toy collection, I'm like, is this mine? Is this his? I can't remember. Because there's some overlap sometimes, and sometimes I buy something and he claims it or whatever. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, and the reason why that cabinet is such a mess is because the kids tore one of the bloody doors off. I mean, what? It's quite an old cabinet. It was made in, like, I don't know, the 80s or something, and yeah, they tore the freaking door off and completely shattered it, so I was like, ugh. So now we can't just, like, close it and ignore it. So yeah, the house is still a bit of a mess, because the house is perpetually a mess, because there's 5 people living in a very small house. I mean, this is literally the living room. This is all the space that we have, and you know, you can barely swing a cat. But you know, such is the life of not having money. People keep walking past the window. Always distracts me because they seem to walk so close to the house, even though there's a garden and then a pavement. They always feel like they're right against the. I'm just 20. How long have I been here? 21 years I've been in this country, and I still just can't get used to how close the houses are to the pavement, to the road, to each other. It still messes with me, and I still feel kind of like I'm being watched, and it makes me a bit uncomfortable because I'm used to New Zealand where, you know, you can't even see the road from your house in most cases, and your neighbour is like quite a way away. They're like a house's width away from you, so you tend not to hear your neighbour clumping around. We hear our neighbour clumping around all the time here. You tend not to have people walking past your house, and yeah, and you don't get like mail just like banging through your door, which always scares the crap out of me. You know, you're doing something, and then suddenly there's this loud bang as the letterbox opens, and all this post just like falls onto the floor, and you're like, ah, what was that? I've never quite gotten used to it, and I don't think I ever will, really. Especially not a house like this where it's so small and the window's very big and the pavement's very close. So I'm always going to be doing this throughout videos, which I apologise for. But yeah, so 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks on tea, so I should probably actually do the thing for if I eventually edit everything together. So, this hand. Hi! This is 2 weeks on tea. Done. And hopefully, after X amount of time, I will be able to edit all of that together and we'll be able to see a progression. I am kind of looking forward to that. And, yeah, I don't know if much has changed in my face shape or anything like that. I don't feel like it has. But, whatever. Seeming without my glasses. I just sort of squint myopically at the screen. Can't see a fucking thing. I look like my father without my glasses on, and that is mortifying. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was a bad cough. I need to stop talking because my voice is going. That's the maximum amount I can talk now. Yay! So yeah. I'm not kidding when I said my voice was going. Fuck, it's gotten really bad. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking now. Take care, and until next time.